Welcome, woodworkers. Today, we delve into the pivotal world of sanding techniques, a critical skill for crafting impeccable woodwork. Understanding the importance of sanding is key. It's not just about smoothing surfaces, it's about elevating the final finish and enhancing the wood's beauty. Discover diverse sanding methods. From hand sanding to power sanders, each technique plays a role in achieving precision and finesse in woodworking. Unveil pro secrets. Learn invaluable strategies for flawless sanding, avoiding pitfalls, and choosing the right sandpaper grit for the job. Mastering sanding techniques refines your craft. Subscribe and like this video for more woodworking insights. To gain access to exclusive content, visit www.peterstimbershop.com. Complete a quick survey and unlock your free Mastery Woodworking video guide and ebook, delivered to your email. Join us for this woodworking journey and enjoy more freebies along the way. Continuing our journey, let's delve deeper into the world of sanding. It's more than just smoothing surfaces, it's the foundation of a great finish. Sanding is the unsung hero of woodworking, preparing the surface for staining or painting, enhancing the natural beauty of the wood, and giving your project a polished, professional look. Now, let's talk about common mistakes. One of the biggest sanding blunders beginners make is rushing the process. Patience is key in woodworking, especially when it comes to sanding. Remember, you can't undo oversanding, but you can always sand a little more if needed. Another mistake is using the wrong grit sandpaper. The grit you choose can make a significant difference in your final product. You wouldn't use a coarse grit on a delicate piece of oak, just like you wouldn't use a fine grit to remove large amounts of material. Look at these examples. Notice the difference between a well-sanded piece and a poorly sanded one. The well-sanded piece has an even, smooth surface, ready for a beautiful finish. The poorly sanded piece, however, is rough and uneven, which will lead to a subpar finish. In conclusion, good sanding is the foundation of great woodworking. It's a skill that requires patience, knowledge, and practice. So take your time, choose the right grit, and remember, the beauty is in the details. Stay tuned for more woodworking tips and tricks. Alright, now that we've established the importance of good sanding, let's dive into the tools that can help you achieve it. There are various types of sanders available, each designed for a specific purpose. First up, we have hand sanders, the most basic type. They are perfect for small projects and fine detailing. You can use them in a pinch for larger tasks, but it will require more effort and time. Next, we have belt sanders. These are power tools designed for heavy-duty tasks. They are excellent for removing large amounts of material quickly, but they can be overkill for delicate tasks or fine finishing. Then, we have orbital sanders. These are versatile tools that use a circular motion to remove material. They are great for both large and small tasks, providing a smooth, swirl-free finish that's ideal for staining or painting. Lastly, we have detail sanders. These are designed for intricate work and hard-to-reach areas. They use a triangular pad that allows you to get into corners and tight spaces. Now let's see these tools in action. We'll start with the hand sander, using a medium grit sandpaper to smooth out this small piece of pine. Next, we'll switch to the belt sander, using a coarse grit to quickly remove the old finish from this tabletop. Then, we'll move on to the orbital sander, using a fine grit sandpaper to smooth out the surface and prepare it for staining. Finally, we'll use the detail sander to get into the corners and crevices of this intricate picture frame. Remember, safety first. Always wear protective eyewear and a dust mask when using power sanders. And, as always, be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions and safety guidelines. In conclusion, choosing the right sander can make your job easier and your results better. Remember, the key to great sanding is patience, the right grit, and the best tool for the job. Stay tuned as we continue our journey into the world of woodworking. In this scene, we're going to share some professional secrets that will take your sanding game to the next level. First and foremost, always remember to sand in the direction of the wood grain. This is crucial as it helps to reduce scratches that can mar your finish. To illustrate this, we'll take a piece of oak and sand it in both directions. You'll see a clear difference in the quality of the finish. Next, let's talk about sandpaper grit. Starting with a coarse grit and working your way up to a finer grit is the key to a smooth finish. The coarse grit removes the major imperfections, while the finer grit polishes the surface. To demonstrate, we'll take this rough piece of walnut and sand it using 3 different grits, starting with 60 grit, moving to 100 grit, and finishing with 220 grit. You'll be amazed at the transformation. Also, it's important to clean your surface between different grits. This removes any leftover dust that could scratch the surface when you move to a finer grit. We'll show you how to properly clean your surface using a tack cloth, ensuring a clean transition between grits. Now let's tackle those tricky areas like corners and curves. For these, a detail sander or a piece of folded sandpaper can be your best friend. We'll demonstrate how to effectively sand a carved leg of a table and the intricate detailing on a picture frame, ensuring every nook and cranny is smooth. Remember, sanding is not about speed but about patience and precision. With these pro secrets, you'll be sanding like a master in no time. Stay tuned for more woodworking tips and tricks in our next segment.